Good morning, All Saints. It is Thursday morning, the 19th of August. I hope that you are well on this morning. As you know, I pre recorded Monday's message because I was away. I took a quick trip down to Charlottesville, Virginia, where I moved here from, to see with my own eyes the places where the Confederate statues once stood. There was a lot of I have a lot of searing memories from the days when those statues caused such trauma to so many, myself included. And so this was something of a ritualization to help me hold that in a certain space, and to gather with some friends and to reminisce and to offer prayers as well. It was quite stunning sitting here in Hoboken, New Jersey, watching all of that unfold last month. And since then, I've had this strong need to see it with my own eyes and to be with my friends. It's also fairly timely, as in the news this week, as schools continue to reopen, the battlegrounds over what does and does not get taught in our schools continues to rage. And I don't know where it is, but I saw some news notice yesterday that some school district had said that it could no longer teach the lessons, the words of Martin Luther King Jr., which I find to be a stunning kind of a statement. Um, many people said if you take the monuments down, take the statues down, we'll be erasing history. But the history that those monuments promote, including the ones of Lewis and Clark and George Rogers Clark, who was one of the conquerors of the West, which was really a statue that depicted genocide. Those statues actually rewrite history as it actually is. And so it is really important that we remember who we are and where we come from, and but not to allow some false narratives to um, make us out to be something that we're not. And this concern that we're teaching children to hate being white or hate their countries is it's really a smokescreen for a deeper kind of a fear, some of which may even become more manifest after the release of the recent census, which showed that the white population has fallen, while those who identify as something other than white has gone up. And some of that may just have to do with categorization, but some of it is natural, as more and more people of color and from other nations enter our country. And so being able to teach about who we are and how we got to where we are, I think, is really vital. And I was struck as I was reading this morning's gospel, where if from Mark's gospel from the 12th chapter, where it says one of the scribes came near and heard them disputing with one another, and seeing that he answered them, meaning Jesus, answered them well, he asked him, which commandment is the first of all? Jesus answered, the first is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these. Now, many of you may know that what Jesus did there was actually to combine two different parts of Torah, of the law, from Deuteronomy and from Leviticus, into one great commandment to love God, love neighbor. And in this, Jesus is remembering who he is. He's remembering what the law tells him, and he understands that to be a part of who he is. So I think that we also can remember who we are, that we were this country being founded on certain ideals that we have not yet fulfilled, and that we continue to do that. And the way we do that is to love God and love neighbor. I'm very excited that I've been appointed to the presiding bishop and the president of the House of Deputies. Those are the chief executives of the Episcopal Church. I've been appointed to a Truth and Reconciliation Commission on race, and we begin our conversations next month. And some of that, you cannot have truth or reconciliation until you understand where you've come from and what the history is, and then begin to make right what has been done wrong and to celebrate what has been done well. And I look forward to that work, and I look forward to sharing that with you. So those are my rambling thoughts as I come back from this quick jaunt south, and look forward to being back again at Holy Innocents on Sunday morning, weather permitting. Keep your ears open for that. And I hope that wherever you are, that things are going well, that you have a restful weekend. If your children are back at school or preparing to go back to school, I pray for them, for their teachers, their school administrators. With everything going on, including the pandemic, it's a hard time to be an educator. And so I hope that we will remember to love them as our neighbor. Blessings to you and all those you love and pray for.